Hello there everybody and welcome back to Sunshine Islands. It is the day of the fishing contest today and naturally I know I'm already going to lose, but we are gonna go and check it out anyways. And I also discovered that we are going to be able to get even more sunstones after the festival by paying someone a visit, which is just dandy. Might as well get them while they're hot. I haven't heard what the weather is going to be like tomorrow, so I'll skip on watering the corn and the tomatoes. I'm gonna pick up a couple of weeds just to keep the grounds clean, even though they don't sell for much. I'm just in the habit of picking up weeds just because. Now, my horse has a hand icon above its head, which means that I can pet it manually with a little mini game in order to increase its affection. This is just a random thing that happens. So in my case, I just have to do this with the mouse. I just have to drag this little hand across the animal. And I just keep doing this. You're basically just like petting it or rubbing it until it lets me stop. Every animal seems to have a part of their body that they liked to be pet or brushed more than others. I find that the head of the horse is working really well. You can see that it's getting happier and happier. It's got little blush lines and its eyes went slack and it's quite relaxed. So you just kind of have to pet your animal for a little while and eventually the mini game will stop. And that just gives you a little bit of extra affection with your animals. Like I said, that is completely random. You have no control over when that happens. But it's just a nice little thing to do to get a little bit of extra affection. And that happens with every single animal, every pet. It can happen with chickens and sheep and cows and pretty much every animal that there is. So look out for that hand icon above your animal's head because it'll allow you to get a little bit of extra help towards increasing their hearts. I find it a little harder to do with the mouse than I do playing it normally on the DS. I got the hang of it after a while. I was testing out different parts of the horse's body to see what worked best, and it does seem like if you're not consistently petting them in the spot that they like, you kind of have to keep doing it before it'll let you continue on. I thought it wasn't going to work at first and I was going to be stuck in this like endless loop. Alright, so we're going to head over to the festival now. I'm going to stop talking about that and move on to other things. Make sure that you have your fishing rod for this contest. You can fish at the contest and just bring them a fresh entry right off of Meadow Island, or you can bring a fish that you've already caught and stored in your rucksack or your refrigerator, or you can fish in another fishing spot and bring it to them. Whatever you prefer, but I do recommend having your fishing rod and bringing it with you to the festival. And the reason for that is because when you get here, you can fish with no time passing by, which is great. The downside is that you can't see your stamina, and I do believe it is possible to pass out by using your stamina. So don't overdo it. I don't think you can just sit here and fish forever and ever and ever. And I don't know why I'm not having any bites. This is really disappointing. When I was playing ahead to see how this day was going to play out, sort of like as practice, I think I caught 10 or 11 fish before I gave up, and I thought, well, I better stop before I pass out. But I had really good luck. So even though we're going to get our butts kicked at this festival, I guess that's an upside, is that I can do a little bit of fishing without wasting my time. And I might actually just eat an herb and get a little bit of my stamina recovered so I can catch a few more fish. Because it would be nice to have a few fish to use as gifts in advance without having to go out and catch them later on and waste my time. But I also won't spend this whole video fishing, I promise. Because fish will be great to give to Lana. That's probably one of the only gifts I'll give to her, because it's going to work really, really well to get her hearts up. And now that I have a good option for her, I'll probably be able to increase her hearts just as fast as I've been able to increase Julia's. I can keep giving Nathan fish until I'm able to get his second sunstone out of him. And then I have to consider as well that we do have to ship 100 fish in the shipping bin for another sunstone as well. So I'm definitely not through with fishing just yet. I've got a lot of fishing to do. One more time, I'll see what I can catch this time. One more fish, and then I'll stop. I managed to catch about 5 or 6 fish, which isn't too bad considering that I only fished up 2 pieces of garbage that whole time. So I'll leave 1 fish in my pocket to give to Denny, and then I'll just speak to everybody here. It's nice to see that Shay has actually come by from Mushroom Island to watch the festival. He doesn't enter or come to a lot of festivals, but there's the odd one here or there. Same with Ganon, I don't see him at a lot of festivals. I think this is Nathan's first festival too, which is nice. So when you're ready, whatever fish you want to enter, just hold it in your hands and present it to Denny, and that will count as your entrant fish. So you want to pick the freshest and largest fish that you have when possible. Because I'm entering a small fish, there's just absolutely no way that I'm going to win. But what I will say about this festival is it's actually quite nice to be running against people that we know for once. Martin is in the festival, one of our sub-villagers, and Lana is also in this festival. She usually wins every single year. I don't think I've ever entered this competition where she hasn't won. Lana, yep, I knew she would win. She wins every year. But fishing is kinda her thing, so that's okay. Any fish that you enter will be sold. So Denny will keep the fish. Obviously, he's not going to give it back to you. It is run very similarly to the Crop Festival. And for participating, we will be getting a wonderful piece. And that was probably the only reason I wanted to actually enter rather than watch, is because I was able to get a wonderful piece out of it, despite the fact that I did come dead last. And now we can talk to all the villagers who are going to scold us for losing or pity us. Either or. We're done with that until next year, when we will probably enter and again, probably inevitably lose. But with that behind me, I'm gonna go into town and talk to a few people. I should talk to Taro about the weather so that I know how to deal with my crops. It's gonna be sunny, which is great. That means I can give them a little bit of sun because they've had a couple of sunny days already. Also means I should probably stop in and get a sandwich to curb my hunger as well as my stamina because I'm getting a little low. As you can see by my stamina level, fishing did use up my stamina, so I do think it is possible to pass out, but I've never reached that point. I'm gonna give Julia her gift too. I won't spend too much time gift giving in this video. I'll kind of just do the bachelorettes at least. Give them their gifts. And I should remember to talk to Lily and Will now that I'm thinking about it, because I don't think I've talked to them the full 5 days in a row to be able to start giving them gifts. Lily's a bit of a tough cookie to crack, but Will isn't so bad. I should be able to start giving him gifts fairly soon after he will take gifts from me. I have one last gem in my inventory, and if I give it to Regis, he has his gift sunstone for us. I found this stone the other day. Weren't you looking for these? Take it as a token of my appreciation. Well, thank you very much. I do appreciate it indeed. And then if we leave and we re-enter the mansion, we will also get the house sunstone. This strange stone was found in my mines the other day. I heard you were looking for these sunstones, so you may have this one. Make good use of it. Oh, I will. Thank you kindly, sir. I'm not gonna go completely overboard with befriending Regis. The best birthday gift that he has for us is in year 1 and year 4 or year 6, I do believe. So we're definitely gonna miss out on his really good birthday gift this year. It's just not possible for me to get that many hearts with him before my birthday at the end of winter. But I will take the time to sort of give him gifts periodically so that I can befriend him and get his awesome birthday gift that he has on certain years. He gives you a diamond 1 year of your birthday, and using that diamond, I've managed to win one of the festivals, I think every single year, which is just a neat little trick that I discovered. So I'll go ahead and eat a sandwich. I'll actually eat 2 of them, why not? Fill up my fullness and my stamina pretty much right to full. And with that, I can probably go home before it gets too late in the day and water. But before I leave, I should talk to Will, since I literally just said not too long ago that I was going to do that. If I decide to go speak to Witch Princess or give a fish to Nathan, I think I'll do that off screen. Seeing as how that is a little ways to travel and it's definitely not necessary for me to do. And at the moment I can't think of many other sunstones that come to mind that we're going to be getting in the near future. But the amount of progress we've made on sunstones in the last couple of days has been crazy. We are now up to 11, which means that we could raise the wild animal island, which requires 10, and still have a sunstone left over. I'm gonna have to go to my large list of all the sunstones and start crossing them off again so I don't lose track. In a couple of days from now, we have the fireworks festival, and we still also have our crop festival at the end of summer. So we do have a couple more things to do in this season. So I'll probably have to play for a couple of days and figure out some new things to talk about. But I'm really pleased with the progress that we made in the last couple of episodes, and hopefully you guys have been too. Thank you all so very much for watching, and I hope that I will see you next time.